Today we'll take a look at P&S B20 Ultracoat Polish. Clear coat, finish, and polish all in one. Has a little bit of polymer protection and maybe some other stuff too. It can be used with a dual action polisher and a rotary, meant for clear coats and can bring out the highest quality gloss and finish to clear coat. Let's put that to the test. The Ultracoat polish I have here, 16 ounces for $13, $14, or $15 I've seen it for. So if it's even half decent, that is an impressive price point, if you ask me. We're working on an older C4 Corvette today. Very, very hard clear coat. A little hard to see some of the imperfections, but with the swirl finder here, we can see swirl scratches, etching, just overall dullness. And I want to turn that around with the B20 Ultracoat Polish, clear coat finish polish today. We will jump over to the test panel, which is a darker color, a little bit easier to see, but you'll see just fine here. We will mask off two areas. We'll do one area with a dual action polisher, the other with a rotary. I was quite eager to share this with you, not only because of the price point, but because of the looks this will give you, especially older, classic, antique, and collectible vehicles, as well as anything really with clear coat. Let's start over in the section on the right. Now, a couple quick tips. Prime your pad. So I'll shake it up. That rich formula needs to be shaken vigorously, and we'll put a couple drops on the pad. This is going to be a 50-50 pad, Eurofiber pad, so it can cut and finish perfect for this type of polish. On softer clear coats, that's a different story, and I'll share what I use on them a little bit later when we get to the test panel. Let's spread out some of the product, then we'll stop and we'll reload the pad again. Anything that has protection in it, an all-in-one, I'll do it this way to make sure we have enough protection on the panel. Guys, when you're polishing and correcting and spreading out protection at the same time, I don't like to take a chance that we're breaking down whatever protection is in some of these all-in-ones by overworking it. So I'll do a pass or two with plenty of product on the pad, and then I'll stop, wipe off, make sure with your lights or your swirl finders that you're where you want to be when it comes to the paint correction. If you need to, or if need be, do another pass, load up the pad again. But if not, stop and enjoy the results as they are. And then you know you have protection that's not broken down on the panel by overheating or overworking it. Those familiar with and follow the channel for quite some time know I don't do commercial type videos. I'll share the pros and the cons, the good and the bad. This product has very high highs and very low lows. I will share them both today, so watch the video through from start to finish. Okay, so again, I always try to show stop your polisher and let the rotation and oscillations stop before lifting the polisher. It's better for the polisher and your pads and backing plate, really. Let me wipe off the residue and remove the tape, and I'll bring you in closer. By the way, if these product reviews or vlogs or how-to videos help in any way, I just ask for a small thing in return. Subscribe or hit the like button or even share the video if you think it'll help a friend. So as I bring you in closer, especially when we grab the swirl finder, you're going to see in just that one short, quick pass, we've done a lot on this hard clear coat. We've removed some staining, some outlines, some minor scratching. The few deeper scratches remain, and they could use some wet sanding and a hard cut compound, but other than that, very impressive. Not sure what's coming through on the camera, but we're going to get to a dark colored panel, which will make it easier to see in just a few minutes. By the way, those that continuously ask what the tent for is inside the building. I understand the questioning. We use that as a clean room when we're doing PPF, just to make sure the air vents from above, which we have filtered in 2 different areas, don't produce light dust and bring it down on us when we are applying film. We also use it as a mobile light rack. We have plenty of light on them so we can see, and we'll move it around. It's mobile. We can move it anywhere in the building, but that's really what it's for. It serves multiple purposes. We can even take it outside if the shop gets too full and do a little bit of work outside and have some shade. And just to show you, the product is equally as impressive using the rotary as any dual action polisher. Beyond the deeper scrapes and scratches and even a palm print from somebody leaning on the panel while the paint was fresh, we've turned around this small section nicely. Let's jump over to the test panel where it will be slightly easier to see the turnaround. It's hazed over, tons of very light superficial scratches to remove and repair. Let's tape off a section and get to work. These one-steps or all-in-ones are pad dependent, so grab the polish, surround yourself with a bunch of quality pads, foam, microfiber, wool, and you'll be able to do a ton of work. With the residue removed, we can already see the nice crisp reflection we now have from the shop light. Let's get some numbers behind what we are seeing, some measurements outside of the correction box and then inside. And without knowing all the details about the protection inside the formula, we're going to let it go. It's going to be a day or two till I get back to it anyways. And when we do come back, I like to check up on the slickness. Has that increased? Slightly. It feels a little bit slicker than the surrounding areas. Let's get out those little green blocks. And with a tilt, takes quite a tilt to get the block to move, but it is a little bit slicker than the surrounding area. With time that has gone by, has the gloss increased in the sections? Well, ever so slightly. Let's take a look. The high points and low points, pros and cons. The high points are pros. The way the vehicle looks in a short amount of time with little effort. When it comes to water behavior, well, you can see where the protection is. This one sheets water quickly when it's fresh, but the low point or the con of this product will be the protection. I quite frankly wouldn't even advertise that this has protection at all. Time for the 10 wash test. Well, this will be a short segment. So, as I mentioned, high points and low points. Low points being the protection, high points being right here. This looks absolutely fantastic. And we will continue using it for this and then just put our own protection on top when we're finished. Overall, I would give this B20 Ultracoat Polish a 6 out of 10. If protection was not mentioned at all on the label, it would be a 9 out of 10. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. I'll catch you in the next video.